Water is life. We all know this, we need it to survive. We drink it every day. We use it to cook, to clean, to water our plants. It's easy to take clean, safe water for granted, especially when it flows freely from our taps. But what if that seemingly endless supply wasn't as safe as we thought? What if the water we rely on was actually putting our health at risk? It might sound like something out of a dystopian film, but the reality is far less cinematic. Across America, aging water infrastructure and lax regulations are jeopardizing the very thing that sustains us. We're talking about crumbling pipes, outdated treatment plants, and a cocktail of contaminants making their way into our homes. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a full-blown crisis. Imagine a network of pipes stretching over 1.2 million miles, responsible for delivering water to millions of homes. Now imagine those pipes are over a century old, corroded, and prone to leaks. That's the unfortunate reality for much of America's water infrastructure. Years of neglect and underfunding have left our water systems vulnerable and inefficient. Every day, an estimated 6 billion gallons of treated water are lost due to leaks. That's enough to fill 9,000 swimming pools. These leaks not only waste a precious resource, but they also create entry points for contaminants to seep into our water supply. Think of it like this: you wouldn't drink from a cracked glass, would you? So why are we tolerating a system that allows our water to be compromised in the same way? Here's the scary part. Even if your water looks and tastes fine, it could still contain harmful substances. We're talking about invisible threats like lead, arsenic, pesticides, and pharmaceuticals. These contaminants can have serious health consequences, especially for children, pregnant women, and people with compromised immune systems. Remember Flint, Michigan? That crisis exposed the devastating effects of lead contamination, but it was just the tip of the iceberg. The truth is, harmful chemicals are showing up in water systems across the country, often going undetected or ignored. And while some of these contaminants are naturally occurring, many are the result of human activity, from industrial pollution to agricultural runoff. Take Wauconda, Illinois, for example. This seemingly idyllic town made headlines when dangerously high levels of arsenic were found in its water supply. For years, residents unknowingly consumed water laced with this toxic element, increasing their risk of cancer and other serious health problems. Wauconda's story is a stark reminder that even in seemingly safe and affluent communities, water quality can be a serious issue. It's not just about what's happening in Flint or other high-profile cases, it's about the hidden dangers lurking in our water systems nationwide. Section 5. Lead and the legacy of outdated pipes. Lead pipes, a relic of a bygone era, continue to plague cities across the country. Chicago, for instance, has one of the oldest water systems in the nation, with an estimated 400,000 lead service lines still in use. These aging pipes leach lead into the water, posing a significant health risk to residents, particularly young children. The problem with lead is that it's a silent threat. It doesn't affect the taste or smell of water, and the damage it causes can take years to manifest. But the consequences are dire, leading to developmental delays, learning disabilities, and other irreversible health issues. Replacing these lead pipes is not just a matter of infrastructure, it's a matter of public health. Section 6. A call for action, investing in our water future. So, what can be done to address this crisis? The answer is simple, but the solution is complex. We need to invest in our water infrastructure, and we need to do it now. This means replacing aging pipes, upgrading treatment plants, and implementing modern technologies to monitor water quality in real time. This is not a partisan issue, it's a human issue. Clean water is essential for life, and it's time we treated it as such. We need a comprehensive plan that prioritizes the health and well-being of all Americans, regardless of where they live or how much money they make. Section 7. Strengthening regulations, holding polluters accountable. Investing in infrastructure is crucial, but it's only part of the solution. We also need to strengthen regulations and hold polluters accountable for contaminating our water sources. This means cracking down on industrial discharge, limiting agricultural runoff, and enforcing stricter standards for chemical use. The current regulatory framework is simply not strong enough to protect our water supply. We need to close loopholes, increase penalties for violators, and empower agencies like the EPA to effectively enforce environmental laws. Section 8. Empowering communities. Knowledge is power. While government action is essential, we can't rely solely on top-down solutions. We also need to empower communities to take charge of their own water security. This means providing access to information about water quality, educating the public about potential risks, and supporting local initiatives to protect water sources. Knowledge is power, and when communities are informed and engaged, they can become powerful advocates for change. By working together at the local, state, and national levels, we can create a future where everyone has access to clean, safe, and affordable water. Section 9. Securing our most precious resource. Clean water is not a luxury, it's a fundamental human right. We have a moral obligation to protect this precious resource, not just for ourselves but for future generations. The time for action is now. Let's demand better from our elected officials, hold polluters accountable, and work together to ensure that every American has access to the clean water they deserve. Our health, our environment, and our very future depend on it.